Now Bassanio says that before I open this letter, please tell me how is my friend. His friend is Antonio, and the letter has come from Antonio, so he wants to know, he is very eager to know how his friend is. Then Salario says that he is neither sick nor well, and nothing is wrong in his mind, but this letter will tell you of his financial status. I have brought this letter, and this letter which I have given you will tell you about his financial status. Then Graciano says, Nerissa, cheer you, stranger, bid her welcome. Your hand, Salario. What's the news from Venice? How doth that royal merchant good Antonio? I know he will be glad of our success. We are the Jasons, we have won the fleece. Now, here Graciano says that Nerissa welcomed these people cheerfully. This strange lady, that is his meaning for Jessica. And Salario, what news do you bring from Venice? He is asking, what news have you brought from Venice? How is the noble merchant? The noble merchant is Antonio. How is he? I know he will be glad to hear the success, our success, that Bassanio has chosen the right casket and he is about to marry Portia, and that Graciano also is going to marry Nerissa. So he says that we are like modern Jasons. We have won the golden fleece. Jason had won the golden fleece, so he is comparing Bassanio and himself as Jasons, modern Jasons. Salario, I would you had won the fleece that he had lost. Now Salario is saying, I wish you could have won the fortune that he has lost. He has lost something. So Portia says, there are some shrewd contents in you, same paper, that steals the color from Bassanio's cheek. Some dear friend dead, else nothing in the world could turn so much the constitution of any constant man. What worse and worse? With leave, Bassanio, I am half yourself, and I must freely have the half of anything that this same paper brings you. Now, in this paragraph, in these lines, Portia says that there is some bad news. I guess that there is some bad news because I am seeing Bassanio's face changing. His face is becoming pale. That means the color of the face is going, and it looks as if this letter has brought some very sad news about the death of a friend, and his condition is becoming worse and worse, and therefore with his permission I would like to have that letter and to know what is written in the letter, because now that I am going to be married to him, he is going to be my husband, so everything that is his is mine, so all that is half of his is his and half of his mine. So she says that I must get the right to read this letter. Then Bassanio, oh, sweet Portia, here are a few of the unpleasant words that ever blotted paper. Gentle lady, when I did first impart my love to you, I freely told you all the wealth I had ran in my veins. I was a gentleman, and then I told you true. And yet, dear lady, rating myself at nothing, you shall see how much I was a braggart when I told you my state was nothing. I should then have told you that I was worse than nothing, for indeed I have engaged myself to a dear friend, engaged my friend to his mere enemy. To feed my means, here is a letter, lady, the paper as the body of my friend, and every word in it a gaping wound, issuing life blood. But is it true, Salario? Hath all his ventures failed? What not one hit from Tripolis, from Mexico and England, from Lisbon, Barbary and India, and not one vessel scape the dreadful touch of merchant marring rocks. Now, here in these lines, what Bassanio is telling Portia that this letter has some very bad, or you can say worst words which have been ever written on paper. So this letter is full of sad news. And then he tells Portia that I have made my affection known to you, I've shown my love to you, and I told you that only my wealth was my noble blood and I was a gentleman. But what I said was true. Yet he tells, dear lady, when I claimed my wealth as nothing, I was exaggerating any position. I was just telling you that I have wealth, but actually I did not have. And now he is telling the fact to her that how he had gone to Antonio and borrowed money from him. That is why he is saying that I had just told of my position that I was good, but actually I was not in a good position, because he had money but he had spent all his money. And the time came when he had to go and borrow money from Antonio. So he is saying that now I told you I own nothing. I have told you that I was less than nothing. I had nothing with me. And it is my dear friend who pledged his life and gave money to me.